Hey everybody, it's Brian, and you're watching News Guy Camping. I'm the news guy. Thanks for stopping by and watching this. I'm on a little bit of a time crunch here. I just got to my site about 15 minutes ago. I'm here with the new tent, the Lanshan 2 Pro. I'm trying to get it set up before the sun goes down. It's been a long, trying day trying to find the proper spot to camp. I found a dispersed camping spot here, and I'm looking forward to getting all settled in, getting a little bit of a fire going, and then I'll be back to you guys in a little bit, okay? So bear with me. I'm gonna finish up here, okay? Thanks a lot. Better than nothing, I guess. Not the best setup I've ever done, but first time setting it up within like 15 minutes. I know I don't have anything pegged out very well, but it is the very rocky ground here. It's very rocky ground here. And so I had to try and get pegs in where I can. I've already busted the hell out of my hand, and I know you're not supposed to step on these things, but I haven't bent one yet. But the evening is still young. Anyways, I'm gonna finish getting set up, and I'll be right back to you guys, okay? Talk to you later. Okay, well that's kind of interesting. Someone just pulled up thinking this might be a good camp spot, but I think I already had it. They turned around and are heading back down. So I'm gonna get my sleeping bag, my down sleeping bag out, and get it a little bit lofted up, and I'll get back. All right, gonna get that little lofted up right there. You can see that. Should be tall enough for me. Plus I've got a quilt. I'm gonna go get my quilt. I'll be right back. So I had this fleece quilt that I'm gonna put on top of my down sleeping bag, just to make sure that I'm nice and toasty. Plus, I'm gonna have my 3-in-1 heater in here tonight, so I have a carbon monoxide and dioxide detector, and so I'm gonna keep that in here. And but this is so well ventilated right now, I don't see any issues with the gases building up here. But anyways, here we go. All right, I'm gonna go and move my car a little bit, get a little bit more stuff organized, and then I'll be back. So there's wet ground all around this place, but there's a big old rock right here, and there's no fire pit. So I put the log on the big rock here so you can see it. I'm gonna go get my little table and get some stuff set up again. I'll be right back again. Very hectic evening. So I'm testing out a new power bank. It's the FlexTail Zero 10,000 milliamp hour power bank, and I'm powering up my little Verizon portable 4G 5G hotspot. I'm currently charging that up right now. I'm going to go get my fuel, my new Fire Maple Green Peak 2 stove, and some water in a coffee mug and coffee. I'm going to make coffee, basically, is what I'm going to do. I'm here at the Allegheny National Forest. I think I'm actually in Forest County. I might be in Elk County. I'm not exactly sure. I'll have to check. I'll put it up here where I'm at. Anyways, got a very late start. Took me a while to find a spot, but I found a nice little remote dispersed camping spot here. Thanks to Onyx Backcountry. Great app. Showed me where the dispersed camping site was, and I found it. I have my car parked over here. You might be able to see it, but I have my tent in back of me here. And I'm very happy with the spot here. There's a lot of trash around here, which I know Luke from the Outdoor Gear Review always says that when you find in national parks and everything like that, and national forest isn't anything different, that there's garbage around, and there's a lot of trash. I have a garbage bag with me for my stuff. I'm going to see if I can grab some of this stuff in the morning, take it with me. One thing I was really shocked at, that there was snow up here. I'm in the northern part of Pennsylvania, and when I stopped by the ranger station to see if anybody was around, there wasn't, but there was snow on the ground up there. So, wow. It's a little bit unnerving to see snow. Of course, it's almost the beginning of December. There's Thanksgiving in another few days. But anyways, I'm rambling right now. I'm going to get some coffee made, and then I'll talk to you about my week. I'll tell you updates in our lives. I have a couple updates about my wife, and I'll get you guys caught up, okay? Not that I hope that you care, at least. But anyways, I'll be right back. Let's see. There we go. Nescafe. I don't have much coffee left. I really don't. Uh-oh. Okay. Maybe I'm just going to make one right now. So while I'm waiting for my water boy here for my coffee, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of an update on my life as it's been going on, about my wife's situation. First, I'll start with my wife. The last time I told you guys, she was up for jobs. A couple of jobs. Neither of them panned out. I won't be moving. And it was a really good job, really nice area. So it's kind of a shame that we won't be moving, but you know, those are the breaks. Maybe my wife didn't get this because God has something else in store for her. I'm kind of mixed emotions on it. I would have been happy for her to get that job. But it would have been bittersweet because I would have had to have moved, and I have good people around me from my station, from the people that we share an office with my reporter Ed. You saw him last time in the video, him dancing in his dance moves. Yeah, I don't want to see that again either. Ooh, this is boiling already. I'll be right back. It's going to be a clear night. Maybe I can get a time lapse going of stars and such going on here. with my wife getting that job, it would have meant I would have had to leave all those people. Ken from Channel 2, Chris from Channel 2. We share an office with them. They're really good people. It would have been hard to do. I would have left Ed. He's only been with us 3 months, and I've been there for 10 years. So it would have been like kind of hard to explain. He comes in after 3 months, and I leave. And not that he's not capable of the job. He's very capable of the job. But yeah, it would have been kind of rough. Anyways, she didn't get that job, but she has applied for other places. My wife has also applied for a couple of places in North Carolina, and that's where she went to school and where her father's side of the family's from. So that would have been nice to get. We don't know yet. She had an interview with a place down there already, so we'll see what that entails. But yeah, life's okay so far. I think that if my wife does get a job, it will be in North Carolina. But we'll have to wait and see. So I'm going to have a little cup of coffee here, and I'll tell you about my week, okay? So I'll tell you a little bit about my week. It was a busy week. Wasn't the greatest in terms of action and everything like that, but I did cover, I think I told you guys a couple videos ago about two women that were charged with the unaliving of a 9-year-old girl that they had taken parental control of, parental guardianship of, I guess I should say. And they tortured this poor girl. Allegedly. Now, this is still, they haven't been found guilty or not guilty, so it's allegedly. And they made their first court appearance, first time we've really seen them since their arrests, and the one woman tried to take her own life. But anyways, they were in court, and we found out some not so very nice things about them and what was going on in the home. I guess there was 4 other children, maybe 5, I can't remember. Her siblings, the girl who is not alive anymore, her siblings. They, according to testimony from a pediatrician during the preliminary hearing for these 2 women, the children had some of their teeth pulled out with pliers. I'm sorry. Kind of graphic. Very disturbing. This is one of the most disturbing things that I have covered in my 36 years of news. That is just horrific. And it's... things like this bring light to the fact that there are bad people in this world. And sometimes it takes the unaliving of a child to realize what's going on. But then again, how many things go unreported? How many cases of SA? How many cases of CA go unreported? It's bad. And I'm glad these 2 women were caught. I'm glad they're charged. And just recently, as of yesterday, the Fayette County District Attorney, Mike Auble, who I have a lot of respect for, he's a good man, announced that they were seeking the death penalty for both the 2 women involved. And without getting too personal in that, let's just say that I hope outcomes are what they hope it is in the district attorney's office. Let me put it that way. Other things I covered this week. Raid on a vape shop. that netted over $100,000 worth of illegal THC. Allegedly, they were selling to underage people. And there's a certain level of THC, I guess, that can be sold before it becomes illegal. So that is why they were raided. And I guess they had some undercover people go in. And also, one of the employees there had a retainer by ICE. And so he was arrested and is in their custody right now. Had a little run-in with a what I would call a punk kid who wanted to make his presence known to the news camera that was there. And, you know, nothing says jump in front of a camera and run up behind my reporter more than, you know, being an 18-year-old punk kid. So I have my eye to the viewfinder. Look at me like I'm the reporter. You see someone coming up from behind, right? And imagine my shock when I saw a kid running up behind my reporter. I didn't know what he was going to do. I thought he was going to jump Ed. So I jumped out from behind the camera. I started screaming, no, 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 don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. And the kid like kind of backed off a little bit. Then he reaches in his pocket, pulls out a wad of cash. I mean, 20s, like you wouldn't believe. And starts fanning them out and doing this little dance, like, hey, and I'm like, dude, go away. Go away. And he responds with, oh, tough guy, huh? And okay. I said, well, you want to find out? I'm here. I'm here. And I started to walk towards him. He backed off a little bit, and I kept walking, and I said, listen, and I was getting ready to tell him, don't do it again, when a car came up behind him, and he's mugging to me and to the camera, going, oh, tough guy, tough guy. And I was trying to be nice to the kid, and I told him, I said, hey, be careful, you're going to get hit by a car. There's one right behind you. And he was still mugging to the camera, and luckily the car stopped, or it would have run over this kid. But, you know, Darwinism at its best, right? He runs into the vape shop, and I walk back to my camera. And about 2 minutes later, he jumps out again, and he starts yelling, oh, you're a big tough guy, you're a big tough guy. And once again, I said, I haven't left. You're the one that ran away. Please go ahead. You want to find out how tough I am? Please. I said, and I even said this, I haven't been to jail, but there's a first time for everything. I'm willing to take that hit if you want to find out how tough I am. And he kind of backed off, and all this time his buddy's recording it. And I know I'm on some Facebook, not even Facebook, probably some Snapchat or TikTok or whatever, making it look like I'm the I'm the one that started all this. All I was trying to do was protect my reporter because I thought he was going to get jumped. But anyways, he went back in the shop, came out a third time, and I'd had it. I took my jacket off. I was ready to go because he kept interrupting us. And if you're ignorant about what we're doing, that's one thing. You know, oh, I didn't know you were recording. I didn't know we were whatever. That's fine. I'm sorry. Go ahead and continue. But when you keep doing it and you're doing it on purpose, that's when I draw a line. So I started to walk towards the kid. And apparently, I guess the owner of the vape shop had been in his car, and he came out and started to scream at the kid, go away, stop it, knock it off, and everything like that. So with him handling that, I went back, we recorded what we needed to record, and we were getting ready for our 5 o'clock live hit. And my spider senses started to tingle, And I looked, and the kid had gotten his car, him and his buddy had gotten his car, driven around, and they were just circling, like around us. And all the time I hear, "Oh, you're a big tough guy, big tough guy, big tough guy." I said, "I'm not the one driving away. I haven't left. I'm right here." "Oh, big tough guy, big tough guy." And then he finally drove away. I was not happy that evening. And I'm a big guy, and I can hold my own. I've been in a fight or two. I've been attacked. And I won't hesitate to defend myself. Just that, you know what? Don't be a jagoff. Don't be an idiot. Just live and let live. You know, I'm there to do a job. I'm not there to be your personal social media outlet, and that's not what our news is there for. And prancing in front of the camera like a total jackass, holding up wads of cash. And the fact that you're going in and out of a vape shop that was just raided the day before, and you have wads of cash on you, screams, look at how stupid I am. Because if you're going to go and announce that you have wads of cash, and he must have had like $300-400 in 20s, maybe more, and he had a little like fanny pack across his chest, you know. So who knows what he had in there? Maybe more cash. Maybe he had a gun. I don't know. And you're gonna announce that, oh, look at how much, look at what a stud I am, how much cash I have. You know, I'm this, I'm that. If you're gonna do that, make sure the guy who you're pissing off doesn't have connections with the police departments in the area. Because I did still frame his image and his buddy's image and the license plate of their car. And I contacted the head detective that was in charge of the raid on this vape shop. And I sent it off to him. And I said, hey, this is what happened. I said, I almost had to beat this kid because he wouldn't stop charging at Ed. And I didn't know what he was going to do. But here's his information. Here's his photo. I'm sure there's a record of him somewhere. Do with it what you will. And I got a text back from the detective. He says, did that happen today? And I said, yeah. I said, and he was not shy about showing up how much cash he had or anything like that. And he goes, well, thank you very much. So I don't know. I don't know if anything came of it. Don't know. But like I said before, don't be a jagoff. All right? Plain and simple. You know? If you have cash, legally or illegally, don't flaunt it. Okay? Live your life. But don't impress on people that, oh, look at how self-important I am. And look at how I'm making bank by, you know, selling whatever, allegedly. He might be, he might not be. He may be a CEO of a company. I don't know. But I'm guessing not. Oh, that fire feels good. Oh, it's going to be a chilly night. I'm wondering if I should make dinner tonight or just skip it. I did bring dinner. I brought some steak tips and instant mashed potatoes. I might actually make them. I just need to make room. I'm going to do it in the back of my car. I did bring some peanut butter cookies for my dessert. Yeah, you know. Anyways, let's talk about you guys. How are you guys doing? I put out a video a couple days ago. It's only had 4 views. yeah, I'm not interesting enough to warrant going full time right now. My channel is okay. It's just my channel is it's ho hum, it's mediocre, and that's saying a lot. But I'm just having a good time getting out and talking, sharing stories and everything like that with you guys. Tell you what my week was like. How was your week, guys? By the way, you guys do anything exciting? Please leave me a comment. I'd really like to interact with you guys a little bit more. Right now, Germs MRE is really the only one that ever responds to any of my videos, and I appreciate that. Thank you, my number one fan, my only fan. Not only fans, my only fan. That cares enough. You guys don't care. You don't love me. I'm kidding. I know you guys don't love me, but anyways, but speaking of love, I want to give a shout out to two good friends of mine, Gail and Sally. They're in England. I love you guys to death. You guys are fantastic. Miss you guys. Hopefully next year, my wife and I will be able to come out and come over and catch up with you guys. That nice and heated up. Here we go. Get that heated up. Get my add some water for the mashed potatoes. And a shout out to Hilltop Packs. I have this nice little pack I got on sale, and it is fantastic. I have all my eating utensils in it, and it comes in handy. I have it as a nice little orange color so I can find it in a pinch. Hilltop Packs. They're out of Waynesburg, Pennsylvania. Fantastic piece of kit right here. Suggest you go to their website and check out the stuff they have. They have some really good products. And they're not expensive either. And here's my mashed potatoes, and they're gonna go right into here. So I get beef, mashed potatoes, and gravy. It's a good thing I'm a world-class chef. I did bring a German MRE also. I wanted to do a little bit of cooking, even if it is out of the back of my car. All right, let's go eat. All right. So have a little dinner, and then I think I'm going to clean up and then pack it in and get in the tent. Enjoy the tent. And turn the little Nature Hike 3-in-1 heating stove on. I fully anticipate a lot of condensation on the inside of this tent because it's a single wall tent, but it is a 4-season, what they call a 4-season tent. But I've seen a couple reviews on it, and it's been pretty good. So it's spacious enough to have my my camping gear in there, my backpack. Probably not going to take my backpack in since I have my car here, but I'll bring a water bottle in and my stove, put it in the vestibule in case I want to make coffee. This was good. While I'm eating, why don't you guys tell me what you guys like to bring, take camping for your meals? Do you cook? Do you take an MRE? Do you bring a freeze-dried meal where you just add water? I like all three. I like to cook. I like to bring a freeze-dried meal. I like to bring an MRE. Like I said, I brought that German MRE, 24-hour MRE. I brought it, but I didn't feel like cracking it open because that's a lot, and I got such a late start. So I figured that, might as well just bring the beef that I asked my wife to get, and we had some instant mashed potatoes. So I figured, yeah, good excuse as any to make dinner out. So we're going to be coming up on Thanksgiving here shortly. And are you guys traveling for Thanksgiving? Are you going to be having people over? You're not celebrating Thanksgiving? Let me know in the comments. I'm having my oldest son and my daughter-in-law out with my live-in son Joe and Josh, my oldest, and his wife Becca. They're coming out, and also my nephew Alan, or as we call him, Butch. He's coming up, so we should have a full house plus the dog and the two camping kitties. So Apollo and Luna are their names, and our dog Samson, of course. And it's the first Thanksgiving I've had off in over 20 years. Usually I work my holidays. Just the nature of the news business, but I've reached enough seniority where I can start getting my holidays off, which is nice. Okay, I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. But sound like coyotes. Sound like they were coming up that way. And now they're going off that way. Interesting. Okay, well, we are protected. Well, I was getting my down jacket on. I don't know if you could hear it or not, but there were some coyotes in the background, in the distance. Off that way, I heard them travel around that way and then go off again. So I had to get my pew-pew out. Yeah, I'm going to be sleeping with it. First time I've ever chambered it while out camping. I don't like to carry chambered when I'm by myself, just in case something happens. But yeah, not fun to hear. But I am out in their territory, so hopefully I don't hear them anymore. They seem to be moving on, but I'm gonna sit here by the fire a little bit more and enjoy the peaceful night. And after I get everything over into my tent, I'll come back and talk to you a little bit more. Well, it's almost 7:30. It's a little after 7:30 actually on Saturday night. It's getting frosty. There's a bunch of frost on the tent already on the outside. So I think I'm going to pretty much head on inside the tent, get the heater going, see how that works. And I'm gonna set up this camera here to try and do a star lapse and see how that goes for the evening. I'll talk to you from inside the tent. I'm inside the tent here. And there's a lot of condensation inside already. I have my little heater on. I'm sure that's not helping. But it is around 36, 35 degrees. There's frost outside on the tent. There's a little bit of frost, or was a little frost on the inside of the tent. But surprisingly, I'm really warm in here. I'm comfortable. I have a down sleeping bag. I have a quilt. Got my hat. But for right now, I'm just going to try and watch some YouTube videos and relax a little bit and have a good night, okay? I will hopefully talk to you in the morning. You guys take care, and I'll catch up with you in a little bit. All right, it's a little bit after midnight. I woke up. The old man bladder kicked in, so I did what I had to do. I'm inside this tent here. I am like surprisingly comfortable. Let me show you. That heater is something else, I'm telling you. But I also have a down sleeping bag. I have a down jacket on. Plus I have this fleece quilt that I am currently underneath. And it's pretty comfortable. The heater's keeping it nice and warm. There's a lot of condensation on the inside of the tent, but it is doing what it's supposed to do, and it's whatever is traveling down the side of the tent and down through the mesh. So it's to be expected with the single wall tent, and I have the heater on in here, so there is condensation. Yes, there would be condensation no matter what. I'm looking forward to taking this out into the summertime and checking that out, even in the early spring. Tent's roomy, would be good for one person and a dog. Right now it's one person in my gear. And I wouldn't bring a dog along unless I had the heater out of here. Too dangerous. But no more signs of the coyotes so far. But that was strangely unnerving. But I guess you'll have that when you're out in nature. Well, I don't know if you can see it. I'm pretty sure you can. It is a little bit after 2 o'clock in the morning. And it's snowing. Wow. I heard it. I thought it was raining at first. But holy cow, it is snowing. It sounded like something was sliding around on the outside of the tent, but it must have been snow just sliding off. But yeah, interesting that it's snowing outside. I didn't think it was supposed to snow, but alrighty. We have that. So interesting. We'll see how much we get. We'll wake up to a winter wonderland in the morning. Hey guys, just just want to say thanks for stopping by. Had a really good night, woke up a couple times. I slept fitfully though. It was very stop and start. Heard the coyotes again. That was interesting. They were farther down that way, and then there was an owl that must have been in one of the trees, like right above me. He was loud as anything. Wow, woke me up. I mean, startled me awake. The little snow sliding off the sill poly of the tent woke me up. I thought someone was scratching at the car. So I was nice and warm though. That down sleeping bag from Nature Hike, the fleece quilt, the Nature Hike 3-in-1 heater, camping stove with the butane kept me really warm. Condensation, yes, a lot of it inside the tent, but it never dripped on me. It slid down the sides. It really wasn't a big issue. Had a little bit of an upset stomach. I took care of that. I know you needed to know that. Anyways, I'm just packing up, heading home. Gonna make a little bit of coffee here in the back part of the car. But anyways, I hope you guys have a good rest of your week. You guys take care of yourselves. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't already. If this is your first time, hi, welcome. And leave me a comment. Tell your friends. Talk to me. I usually answer within a few hours of somebody leaving a comment. And I appreciate you guys so much. I really do. And like I usually always say, everybody, stay off the news. Take care, everyone. Bye.